It's always a challenge for the Patriots when they face the Pittsburgh Steelers, but the Steelers are without 2 stars in Antonio Brown and Le'Veon Bell. I'm Sierra Goodwill here with Evan Lazar. Obviously, the game plan has to change for the Steelers when you lose guys of the caliber of Brown and Bell. So what do you think the adjustments they're going to have to make and how things are going to be different on offense?
I think the biggest thing for the Patriots is it makes it a whole lot easier for the Patriots defense on paper, at least. The game plan going back and watching that game last year, obviously Le'Veon Bell was not in that game, but Antonio Brown was. The Patriots went with a ton of light boxes in that game, 6 guys in the box. When they put a 7th guy in the box, it was usually a safety because they were really worried about doubling Antonio Brown, taking care of Juju Smith-Schuster, also worrying about the running backs out of the backfield. A guy like Jalen Samuels is really versatile, so even though he wasn't Le'Veon Bell, he's still a pretty big threat as a pass catcher. This time around, I think they can load up a little bit more against the run, play some heavier boxes, because you only have Juju to worry about over the top. If a guy like James Washington or Dante Moncrief, one of those guys beats you on Sunday night, you tip the cap and you say, good job for those guys, good for you. I don't think it's going to happen, so I think that's going to be the biggest thing, is they're going to be able to commit a little bit more resources to stopping the run, James Conner especially, and then they can go and double Juju and still have guys on the back end to cover the rest of those people.
And obviously without Bell and Brown, there has to be some sort of weaknesses that you can exploit with the Steelers. They have Juju Smith-Schuster, who is obviously an extremely talented player who's a huge threat and will be a huge part of the focus for the Patriots defense. But what are some of those weaknesses now without those 2 guys that they can try to exploit on Sunday night?
Well, I really just think it is, kind of what I said, which is that they only have 1 guy now, right? And, with Juju Smith-Schuster, J.C. Jackson did a great job on him last year. A couple of different brackets and safety help over the top and stuff like that. It wasn't all just J.C. Jackson, but for the most part, it was J.C. Jackson and man coverage on Juju, and he did a really nice job against him. So if you can really, allocate those resources a little bit more to Juju, take Juju completely out of the game, now you still have 7 or 8 guys to go commit to the running game or go commit to James Washington and Moncrief and Vance McDonald. It just kind of makes the equation a little bit easier. Last year, the Patriots were so worried about the Steelers' passing attack. They left a lot of their players deep. They didn't have very many heavy boxes in that game, like I said. So I think it's a big difference this time around. But at the same time, don't sleep on the Steelers either. They're still pretty good.
This Fox Sports Report is brought to you by betonline.ag. Head to clnsmedia.com/win. Enter promo code CLNS50 to receive your welcome bonus. We will continue to preview the Week 1 matchup between the Steelers and the Patriots, so be sure to check all of that out on clnsmedia.com and on our YouTube channel at clnsmedia.
Hey, Lawson, let me see it.
Look at Adam Schefter.
The Raiders free!
Bro,
Let's go!
oh, fucking nigga.
The freedom bell ring got me flying like a free. Fly like an eagle! Let's go! Free! Let's go! Oh, I'm free. Oh. Grandma, they freed me! They freed me, Grandma! I told you about work out. Oh, God, it's the greatest.
Hey, what up? This is Bouchon Glover, Better Black America TV, man. This is breaking news, man. I just heard that Antonio Brown has just been suspended by the Oakland Raiders for getting into an altercation with the general manager. This nigga last night posted his disciplinary action paperwork, which included fines for missing all the training camp, all the preseason. This nigga had issues with his helmet. This got to be the dumbest bro on the planet, man. This big bro to little homie, to nephew, whatever you want to call it, man. Come on, man. Do you really want to play football, bruh? Come on, man. It's supposed to be about football. Nigga, you posting paperwork. You got to be the first person to do something like that, man. Do you really want to play football? That's what it's all about. Football. And now y'all here making posts. Come on, man. That got to be stupid. You're going to get into an altercation with the general manager. And that's right, stadium going up in Inglewood. Stadium going up for the altercation with the general manager. Man, this is a good old boy league. So what you gonna do, call Jay-Z to help you out? Jigga can't do shit for you. Man, you tripping, man. An altercation. And now they're talking about rescinding your $30 million signing bonus, man. Your $30 million signing bonus. That's right, stadium going up in Inglewood. Property values through the roof. But man, I'm sitting there, man. I had to chime in today, man, and just give my 2 cents, man. Antonio Brown, man, you got to be one of the dumbest niggas in the game, man. And I'm keeping it 100. Come on, man. You're making us all look bad with that prima donna shit, nigga. Play football. Come on, man. Do you really want to play? That's the question. And based on your actions and your behavior, I don't think you want to play the game. Because if you wanted to play the game, it'd be all about the game. Man, with that being said, man, have a good day. Keep checking in, A Better Black America. We doing our thing. Just keep checking in. I'm out. Peace out. Stadium going up in Inglewood.
I'm just going to keep it real. I didn't like anything about the way Antonio Brown behaved up in Oakland. He was childish. He was immature. He was foolish. He acted like he had lost his mind. And I'm not one of these cats running around saying AB had this master plan to get himself out of Oakland and to New England. No. Dude got lucky. Actually, dude was blessed. He was blessed because he is a tremendous football player. Because he's one of the best wide receivers in the world, he was blessed with another chance. And while I said on Thursday that the Oakland Raiders should cut him and wash their hands of him, I actually think this is a great move by the New England Patriots. See, Oakland couldn't handle Antonio Brown, obviously. They didn't have the infrastructure. They didn't have the culture. They didn't have the coach, the GM, the quarterback, or the prospects of winning. But New England? That's a different story altogether. If there's one team that can get Antonio Brown to behave, it's the Patriots. If it's one team that can get Antonio Brown to play his best football, it's the Patriots. Bill Belichick, Tom Brady, and the entire organization. This is a fantastic move by them. This could be Randy Moss all over again. A mess in Oakland and terrific in New England. And hey, it could be Chad Ochocinco as well. And if it is, he's Ochocinco again, then you just cut him, wipe your hands of him, and you still want a great team with a chance to win a Super Bowl. But if he's Randy Moss, can you say 7?
Antonio Brown has officially been released by the Oakland Raiders. This is one of the saddest things that I've ever seen. It has come to this point. A man that is so gifted, so talented, so skilled, let his attitude get the best of him. He chose being a diva, not even a diva, he chose being disrespectful and unprofessional over playing for the Raiders. He lost $30 million because he could not conduct himself professionally. This is one of the saddest things that I've ever seen. And the Raiders did make the right decision though by releasing him, because this wasn't going to get better. Had he stayed on with the team, he would have thrown tantrums throughout the whole season, and it would have just hurt the team. It would have just lowered the morale. And football, as we know, is ultimate team sport, and you can't have these type of things going on in football. It just doesn't work out. So the Raiders made the right choice. I'm glad they let him go. Will he get picked up by another team? We'll have to wait and see. But hey, that's not the Raiders' problem. I think it's a good thing right now. This, if anything, could galvanize the team. And that's what I hope happens here. I hope that the Raider players come together. They use this as motivation to play well. And you know what? They might win a lot of games this year. This might be the driving force that they need. So they made the right decision here. I don't have a problem with them releasing him because it wasn't going to get better. The best predictor of future behavior is current and relevant past behavior. So in the past with the Steelers, we've seen how he's behaved. It hasn't always been good. We saw what he did. This season hasn't even started yet. Literally, this season hasn't started yet, and look at all the things that he's doing. So if he's doing this before the season has started, we can only imagine what he does during the season. It might even be worse. Who knows what he'll do? He's behaving so unpredictably. Yeah. So the Raiders had to let him go. It just had to come to that, and good for them. Good for them. You know, my thing was, I was thinking they would suspend him at least one game, if not more, when he cussed out Mike Mayock or whatever he did reportedly to Mike Mayock. That's what I would have done. There was no way he was able to do that and get away with it. So when they reversed that suspension and said he was planning on playing game one, I was shocked. But it's official now. They did the right thing by releasing him, and they just need to move on. And they're probably going to have a great season this year. Are they going to win the Super Bowl? Who knows? Who knows? Anything is possible. It's the NFL. You can't rule anything out. So that's something that the Raiders can look forward to. Just having that stress of him being around and not knowing what he's going to do. That stress is no longer there. I think Oakland players can breathe a sigh of relief. These coaches can breathe a sigh of relief, and they can just keep going on about their business. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. Please subscribe to my channel if you have not done so already. Just press the subscribe button below this video. If you did that, I'd greatly appreciate it. Also, don't forget to click on the notification bell too. That way, when I put out new content, you won't miss out on any of it. Thanks again for watching. Thanks for listening. I hope that all of you have a blessed, wonderful day.